Alright, hello everyone, here we are back for a guide. I'm going to do this one with a Thor's hammer as well. And one of the things that I definitely do is try to make sure that I have some range. So here, I'm kind of going to be forced a little bit, force my hand a little bit. Another thing I could do is I could put on a power 4 ball, for instance. But I'm just going to kind of keep it like this, and we'll just go big dog. It's fine. If I incorrectly drive it or something, I'll just pitch out anyway. It's fine. I don't care. So let's just see what we can do. And because you might kind of be limited with your options and might need to go big dog because you just don't have anything developed enough. This account's kind of a perfect example of that. So what I'll usually do is about plus 10%, 7.7 rings here. Just counter that wind just a little bit. You can see with where I'm landing, it's going to be kind of aggressive towards the right edge. I'm just going to extend up towards max to make it a little bit easier to adjust rings. So there's 5 and 7.7. I feel in this case, I'm going to be able to get just a little bit longer with the way that I go about doing this. So you can see I'm almost going to max power. Still just trying to focus just on a little bit of precision. Let's just see how this comes in. So far so good. Looks like just a little bit shorter than I would like, but pretty good overall. Yeah, you can see I still have 15 yards of fairway there, but I'm very happy with where that is. And even if you do hit the rough, especially if you were to put Amazon on, for example, you could really blast this down there and get this almost to the same spot anyway. So what I usually do is I try to get just a little bit risky with the way that I play it, because there's really no disadvantage to being in the rough, especially if you want to throw on Amazon and just kind of full top spin it and kind of maximize how far you can get. You can get it down to a long iron anyway, so you'll almost end up playing it the exact same. So let's take a look here. We're going to go big dog 7. I'll usually use maybe about plus 10, somewhere between 0 and plus 10 on this elevation. I'll usually, try to focus on precision more so than anything. So right around 6 rings, we're going to use very, very gentle power. And you can see how I just kind of let that ball guide offset towards the right. We're just going to let wind effect kind of push it back towards the center. So here's 5 rings. I'm going to go somewhere around 6 here. And you can see very, very little power. So that's one of the advantages here. So we can just kind of focus, hopefully be able to hit perfect ball. There you can see I miss it, which may end up costing me, especially with big dog. But it looks like it's just going to hold. So you can see that we can get it down here. Give ourselves a reasonable pitch. Let me see if I got it up there far enough. It looks like I did. So I should just be inside max club. And whether you have to do it with Thorn, Hornet, really doesn't matter. You're just going to pretty much, I don't use much elevation. More so than anything, I just kind of play my ball guide offset on this hole. And there's kind of 2 ways to do it, because you guys saw, I went kind of the accuracy road. And then here, it was kind of like the less accuracy version. So you might want to just, consider both options and just, whichever option suits you better. If you can do the other alternative, that's going to be the one that I recommend. However, we can still get this hole done with weaker clubs. So let's take a look here. We're going to be just a little bit inside max here. What I'll typically do is use about 3 backspin. So we're just going to put it right around here, and just a little bit of ball guide offset. So you can see with what I'm doing there, I'm just going to have just a tiny bit of ball guide offset. And of course, this is a Hornet towards max. We're not at max though, so I'm going to go just a little bit under 10 rings here. So right around here. perfect ball. And this really dictates kind of what happened. You can see I didn't hit the fringe, I wasn't around it, but wind effect just ends up just taking over, and it's just pushing it that much to the left. You're just going to have to kind of play around with it. I'm still in there very tight. For instance, let's say, I great ball that with the Hornet's precision, there's a good chance it goes in. So that would be kind of my club of choice for you guys to do this. However, do pay attention. I did make it with the thorn. And I very well could have made this one too. I mean, it was in there very tight. I was less than, a ring off. And as I mentioned, had I hit a great ball, Hornet is so precise, that shot might have been the perfect amount that it would have actually gone in anyway. So, definitely something worth considering. Good luck with this hole, guys. And I'll see you guys for hole 4 coming up.